Hello guys, this is Octavius with North American Archery. Thank you so much for tuning into our channel. Today I want to talk to you about my New Year resolutions for 2025 on my archery. These are my archery New Year resolutions. I encourage you, all of you guys, to set up goals for yourself for your archery. And if you're a bow hunter, I have another video on the channel talking about my bow hunting resolutions. But when I did that one, I didn't really share my archery ones. Why was that? Because archery and bow hunting, to be honest with you, is two separate things. There's some people that are bow hunters that are not archers, and there's some archers that are not bow hunters. Well, you ask yourself, how can you be an archer and not a bow hunter? Well, you don't go hunting, right? That's pretty simple. But what if you are a bow hunter, but you really are not an archer? Well, those are the guys, and nothing against you guys, where you go bow hunting and you don't shoot your bow all year. You just don't shoot your bow, okay? I used to be one of those guys. I would only shoot my bows, whether it was a compound at the time or when I got into traditional archery years ago. I only shot my bow maybe a month, maybe a couple weeks before hunting season, and went out and hoped for the best. So an archer is somebody that is actually honing their craft. They are fine-tuning things throughout the year, throughout the month, throughout the week, and they're thinking of different ways on how they can be better as an archer. And they shoot a lot of targets. They go to 3D shoots and stuff like that. They fine-tune their arrows, so forth and so on. But a lot of those guys, and I have friends of mine that are archers, they don't really go bow hunting. They do 3D shoots, they shoot targets, they may do the state longbow championships, state recurve championships, but they don't go bow hunting. So I have a different list, and I encourage you to do the same on my archery so that I can become a better archer in the year 2025. So without further ado, these are my top 5 archery New Year resolutions for 2025. Number 1 is to slow down my shot process. The biggest thing for me and slow down my shot process is when I draw my bow back, right? A lot of times in the past, what I've done, and I got a broadhead still in here, I would go up and I would immediately just pull up like that immediately and just snap shoot, okay? When I would snap shoot, I wouldn't be as accurate, okay? So now what I'm doing this year is I'm slowing that shot process down. I'm making sure that I take in this whole sight picture as I'm drawing, and I'm lining up my bow and my bow arm and my arrow on my target, and I'm only going to release once I hit anchor and I feel good about the shot. I'm not holding for 2 seconds. I'm not doing anything, because I've learned over the years that I shoot better quicker. I've shot animals very quick shooting, but I was able to slow it down and see the animal coming, sometimes trotting along or whatever it was, and I was able to shoot pretty accurately. When I hold my shot a long time, if I go like this and I hold, I have so much time to make a mistake. So much time to make a mistake right there, okay? That before I know it, I've missed targets. I've missed animals holding so long. So now I'm going to let the arrow fly, go back to snap shooting, but make sure that I have a slower draw, a slower point of attack, if you will. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I have a target set up behind the camera, and I'm gonna shoot. Line it up, draw back. That's what I'm gonna do, just like that. You can see as soon as I hit anchor, I let the arrow go, but I slowed down the actual draw sequence, okay? You can see that I lined everything up, I pulled back, hit anchor, and the shot's a little bit off, probably 3 or 4 inches off of what I was looking at, but for demonstration purposes, I just wanted to show you that that right there is what I want to do moving forward in 2025. Number 2 is to do more arrow builds. My biggest thing is that a lot of times I've gotten into this cycle of hunting a lot or being lazy and not building arrows for my bows. Okay, what I mean by build arrows: get my own shafts, put all my own fletchings on, glue in all my own inserts, put in all my own nocks. This is important, okay? I do sometimes, but not consistently, because especially understanding that I know of arrows that would shoot good out of my bows, good enough to hunt or to even go to a tournament. Sometimes people say it's overrated to build your own arrows, but I think as an archer, you want to hone your skills and you want to become the best you can be. Get the right arrow flight out of your bow to ensure that you're going to shoot right when it matters the most. That's what I'm going to do this year, making sure that each one of my bows that I own, that I shoot, I should say, significantly throughout the year, which is only a handful, I'm going to make an arrow type out of each bow that's going to put me in successful situations for hunting, as well as 3D archery, and also tournaments that I'm going to enter throughout the year. Number 3 is to shoot 3D tournaments. Shoot more of them. I only shot a few last year. This year I would like to shoot once a month, because it's going to make me a better archer. It's going to build community. It's going to help me learn from other guys that have done it for a long time. And I feel like it's going to be good for me to balance that a little bit more with my hunting. And it's going to make me a better hunter, and it's going to make me a better archer all at the same time. Number 4 is to review more archery products. I want to try more archery products, broadheads, different arrow types, different bows, different gear, all these different things. I'm going to review them right on this channel. But I need to put myself in a situation where I'm going to invest in new equipment, even though I get kind of stuck in the things I like to shoot, like this 59 Kodiak right here. I shoot it more than any other one of my bows. So I want to make sure that as an archer, I better myself by opening my eyes, looking around me, asking questions, and seeing what products on the market could put me right over the edge and make me a better archer. And then number 5 is to shoot more accurately at long distances. What I just shot right there was about a 25-yard shot. That's not really a long distance shot for me. What I'm trying to do is shoot 40 and 50-yard shots, because then everything has to be right. Everything has to be fine-tuned. If you pluck the string once, if you drop that bow arm, if you torque it, anything you can think of, right? If you don't get the proper back tension, there's so many different things that come into play at that distance, right? So you have to make sure that your shot process is down. So I'm going to be a better long distance shooter this year. It's going to put me in a situation to make me a better archer and a better performer in hunting situations, especially big game animals out west. And yeah, I think that's what my goals are. So I want to ask you a question. What are your goals? What are the things that you need to get better at in 2025 as an archer? Put them in the comments. Let me know what you want to be better at. And as always, thank you for liking, subscribing, turn on your post notifications, and remember this: you don't have to get ready when you stay ready. All right, guys, let's become better archers this year in 2025.